Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. This is the Goal Week 30 of the Premier League roundup of the Fantasy League table, I should say, of the channel, the WHU TV Fantasy League channel. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by, this live stream I should say, is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with Clout and Blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting will be sent directly to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity that's scrolling on along the bottom down here. So as always, guys, let's just crack straight onto it. Just obviously want to make sure that the graphic runs its due course. There you go. And also, for that matter, for some reason the chat doesn't seem to be pulling through properly. Let me just double check something very, very quickly. There's always something, isn't there, guys? There's always something with this bloody system. Let's see if it does it. Is it going to pull Yusuf's comment through? No, doesn't look like it's going to do it yet. But okay, so not ignoring you, Yusuf, in any shape or form, mate. It's just unfortunately that is literally not coming through. It might come in when we jump out of it, but as always, guys, let's jump straight onto the table, shall we? So for the 24th week in a row, I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. 24th week in a row, Declan Edwards' Henley's Yellows have been propping up the table at 68th place with 38 points this week and 1,081 points on the board so far this season. For the 5th week in a row now, Jack Smith's even, FC Ketkeith is at 67th place in the table with 29 points this week and 1,129 points on the board so far this season. Darren O'Toole's The Tool is sitting at 66th place for the 3rd week in a row now, with again 29 points this week, but 1,142 points on the board so far this season. Vinny Yellop's Vinny United is sitting at 65th for also the 3rd week in a row now, with 45 points this week and 1,168 points on the board so far this season. Peter Smythe's Interesting Times, for the 6th week in a row now, is at 64th place with 41 points this week and 1,194 points on the board so far this season. Ivan Martinez Dorente's Slayer 666 is the first movement. Is down 1 place from 62nd to 63rd, picking up 36 points this week and 1,348 points on the board so far this season. Also down 1 place is Nick Marsh, aka Marshies, #GSB out, dropping down from 61st to 62nd, picking up 45 points this week and 1,359 points on the board so far this season. Swapping places with Marshy's team is Rich Cook's Ollie. And sorry, actually no, I should say is gone up from 2 places from 63rd to 61st. With 62 points this week and 1,366 points on the board so far this season. Jake Crump's Nice Kosh, for the 8th week in a row now, is sitting at 60th place in the table with 35 points this week and 1,395 points on the board so far this season. Excuse me. At 59th place, sorry, I need to get a quick drink, sorry. Sorry, that cough made my throat really dry all of a sudden. At 59th place for the 4th week in a row now, Eddie Holdwich's Chicken Tikka Mosala is picking up 54 points this week with 1,432 points on the board so far this season. Joint tally total with Jamie Gill's GSB out, which is sitting at 58th place for the 3rd week in a row, picking up 43 points this week and 1,432 points, as I said. My team, Heart of Gold, has dropped down 1 place from 56th to 57th, picking up 44 points this week and 1,443 points on the board so far this season. Really disappointing because the majority of the players that I had in the team didn't really do much this weekend, sadly. Bar Trent Alexander-Arnold, everyone else was very, very, very low digits, unfortunately, but I digress. Excuse me. Dell's Hammers, aka Michael Slevin, has swapped places with my team, moving up from 57th to 56th, picking up 58 points this week and 1,450 points on the board so far this season. Ben Harshaw's GSB Out is down one place from 54th to 55th, picking up 46 points this week and 1,476 points on the board so far this season, swapping places with Mark Butler's DJ Blokey's WHU that moves from 55th to 54th, picking up 65 points this week and 1,488 points on the board so far this season. Let me just double check something on the stream. Yeah, all fine. Good. Kenny Patterson's Happy Hammers for the third week in a row now is 53rd place with 37 points this week and 1,494 points on the board so far this season. Ian Rollis's Cast Iron is sitting at 52nd place for the second week in a row with 46 points this week and 1,504 points on the board so far this season. Paul Kelly's Heroes has dropped down 2 places from 49th to 51st with 25 points this week and 1,507 points on the board so far this season. Lee Roberts' Corona Casuals has stayed at 50th place for the for the second week in a row now, picking up 46 points this week and 1,526 points on the board so far this season. Up 2 places from 51st to 49th is Tim Smith's GSB Outs United with 55 points this week and 1,529 points on the board so far this season. Omateo Emmanuel's Daralexalamin has moved down, but I'm trying to find down 1 place from 47th to 48th, picking up 36 points this week and 1,530 points on the board so far this season. Chris Green's Hammered Again also drops down 1 place from 46th to 47th, picking up 31 points this week and 1,533 points on the board so far this season. Ben Davis's Sunday Pub team moves up 2 places from 48th to 46th, picking up 54 points this week and 1,544 points on the board so far this season. Vita fans 2,000 points a goal for the second week in a row now, sitting at 45th place in the table with 45 points this week and 1,546 points on the board so far this season. Joint tally total with Amir Raj's Matadule, that also for the second week in a row now is sitting at 44th in the table with 35 points this week and 1,546 points on the board so far this season. James Calder's Vertigon for the second week in a row now is sitting at 43rd place with 36 points on the board this week and 1,552 points on the board so far this season. Sam Whittington's Game of Throw-ins for the second week in a row is sitting at 42nd place with 39 points this week and 1,556 points on the board so far this season. And Emma Beckwith's Forever Bowen Bubbles, you guessed it, for the second week in a row now, is sitting at 41st place in the table with 45 points this week and 1,563 points on the board so far this season. Down 2 places from 38th to 40th as we now go into the top 40 is Martin Russell's Hammer Dudes with 36 points this week and 1,568 points on the board so far this season. Liam Chivers' Chivers 11 for the second week in a row now is sitting at 49th place in the table with 1,577 points on the boards in total. Steve Tibby's Misfits United moves up 2 places from 40th to 48th, 38th, I should say, picking up 61 points this week and 1,583 points on the board so far this season. Ben Fisher's Ben Golden Boys, for again the second week in a row now, is sitting at 37th place with 43 points this week and 1,586 points on the board so far this season. Ian Sams' Blowing Bubbles has dropped down one place from 35th to 36th, picking up 33 points this week and 1,588 points on the board so far this season. Blagosz Koskovski's Flying Monkeys has moved up one place, so basically swapping place with Ian's team, moving up from 36th to 35th, picking up 45 points this week and 1,594 points on the board so far this season. Sam Cash's Uncle Deck's Egg Rice, for the, yes, you guessed it, for the second week in a row, is sitting at 34th place in the table with 49 points this week and 1,604 points on the board so far. Excuse me, so far this season. Rowan Beckwith's Cupid Stunts has dropped down 2 places from 31st to 33rd with 48 points this week and 1,619 points on the board so far this season. David Creighton's Don't Call Me Shirley has, for the third week in a row now, so breaking the trend just a little bit, is sitting at 32nd place in the table with 59 points this week and 1,628 points so far this season. Jason Eulis's Wet Spam United is up 2 places from 33rd to 31st, picking up 69 points this week and 1,633 points on the board so far this season. Down 1 place from 29th to 30th, as we now go into the top 30, is Jake Edrup's Jinhae Junior FC with 44 points this week and 1,652 points on the board so far this season. Lewis Robinson's Scratch the Sack has basically swapped places with Jake's team as he moved from 29th to 30th. From 30th to 29th, I should say, got that asked about tit there, with 62 points this week and 1,664 points on the board so far this season. For the third week in a row, Philip Wilkinson's No Striker United is sitting at 28th place with 63 points this week and 1,682 points on the board so far this season. Adam Sawyer's Hollow Bollocks, again for the third week in a row now, is sitting at 27th place with 56 points this week and 1,684 points on the board so far this season. So very close between Philip and Adam. Very, very close. Chidera Okachayu's Emperor_Chidex, for the second week in a row, is sitting at 26th place in the table with 40 points this week and 1,697 points on the board so far this season. Adam Kane's Sochek FC, for the fourth week in a row now, is sitting at 25th in the table with 40 points this week and 1,701 points on the board so far this season. Dropping down 1 place from 23rd to 24th is Mark English's West Ham with 38 points this week and 1,704 points so far this season. Also down 1 place from 22nd to 23rd is Thomas Davison's 2 Shirlers and 1 Cup, picking up 48 points this week and 1,723 points on the board so far this season. Pavnit Upal's Diop It Like It's Hot has moved up 2 places from 24th to 22nd with 69 points on the board this week and 1,731 points on the board so far this season. Edin Pickering's What's the Matter has dropped down 4 places from 17th to 21st, so the largest drop so far in the table, from 17th to 21st with 36 points this week and 1,743 points on the board so far this season, as we now go into the top 20. James Edrup Singnang FC has moved up. Where are you, James? There you go. Moved up 1 place from 21st to 20th with 57 points this week and 1,750 points on the board so far this season. Alexis KD's TSM has dropped down 1 place from 18th to 19th, picking up 45 points this week and 1,751 points on the board so far this season. Will Bellew's Moyes Noise has moved up 2 places from 20th to 18th, picking up 65 points this week and 1,755 points on the board so far this season. Mike Williams's MWHU #GSB out is down 1 place from 16th to 17th, picking up 47 points this week and 1,761 points on the board so far this season. Joint tally total with Holly Worthington's Moyes Are Back in Town, which also drops down 1 place from 15th to 16th, picking up 45 points this week. Peach the 5'11" Grumble and Grunts has dropped down 2 places from 13th to 15th, picking up 37 points this week and 1,762 points on the board so far this season. So very, very close tally between the three of you there. Chichabi New Pains Tory 11 has jumped up 5 places to the highest jump so far from 19th to 14th, picking up 68 points this week and 1,774 points on the board so far this season. Adam Leather Barrows, the Jolly Moyes outing, is down 2 places from 11th to 13th, picking up 41 points this week and 1,776 points on the board so far this season. Moving up 2 places from 14th to 12th is Philip Gilbert's Iron Nappers with 75 points this week and 1,796 points on the board so far this season. Ian Proctor's Percy's Puppets has moved up 1 place from 12th to 11th with 67 points this week and 1,798 points on the board so far this season. Alexander Zaremba's Emily and Lukey WHU for the second week in a row now is sitting at 10th as we go into the top 10 now with 65 points this week and 1,804 points on the board so far this season. Matthew Newhoff's Calypso FC is down 1 place from 8th to 9th, picking up 47 points this week and 1,811 points on the board so far this season. Just make sure that's still looking okay. Yep, absolutely perfect. And Jamie Smith's JTF WHU moves up 1 place, so basically swapping places with with Matthew's team from 9th to 8th, picking up 72 points this week and 1,818 points on the board so far this season. So I got a bit of something sticking in my teeth for some random reason. Very weird. It was like a sausage roll I had at lunchtime. Anyway, you don't need to know about that. Darren Higgins's Hammers Untied for the 7th week in a row now is sitting at 7th place in the table with 65 points this week and 1,832 points on the board so far this season. For the 3rd week in a row now, James Bowles's Real Loose Ends is sitting at 6th in the table with 44 points this week and 1,849 points on the board so far this season. Steph Oates' Unbelievable Jeff for the 2nd week in a row now is sitting at 5th in the table with 60 points this week and 1,869 points on the board so far this season. Greg Wilcox's Pick Push has dropped down 1 place from 3rd to 4th, picking up 51 points this week and 1,897 points on the board so far this season. Jaswinder Upal's Punjab Irons basically swaps place with Greg's team as he's up from 4th to 3rd with 69 points this week and 1,901 points on the board so far this season. Richie Higgins's Richie Untied for the 2nd week in a row now is sitting at 2nd place in the table with 67 points this week and 1,917 points on the board so far this season, which means for the 13th week in a row now, Kev Harlan's Incidental Warriors is sitting at 1st place with 41 points this week and 1,954 points on the board so far this season. So guys, thank you very, very much to any of those that were watching. And yep, thank you very much for that. Hang on, I don't know why the view account's not coming up. There we go. Not that it makes much difference. There's only one person watching at the minute. But anyway, 2 likes. Thank you very much, guys. As always, because it's Wednesday tomorrow, we will have the weekly live chats. I'm going to go now and continue the research for it. We've got quite a few things to talk about, which is quite entertaining for once. You know, we do struggle sometimes with the weekly live chats because not a lot of bar talking about a few games and a few things in the news. There's not really much to talk about week in, week out. It was certainly a struggle doing it daily. Around about May, June last year, that was a struggle doing it weekly, daily. But yeah, we will be back live tomorrow night from 7 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel, as the old saying used to go. When we talk about the weekly live chat, so everything that's happened within the last 7 days. So guys, look after yourselves. If you're liking this, hang on, my autofocus is gone again. What's going on? Come on, thank you. Yeah, if you like this, then by all means, please do click the like button. Please share this content or any other content that you want anybody else to do. We've got 8 games left of the season now. It'd be nice to try and get us to 1,800 by then. So 120 within 8 weeks. I think you guys can do it. I'm sure you guys can smash it because we've been having a lot of people watching that aren't subscribed, which again you'll find out in the preview for the Leicester game on Sunday. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves, take care, and I will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the weekly live chat. All the best now. Take care.